A morning ritual for people who think deeply.
Zen AM.
Hey man, you talking today.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Time for Zen AM. Start off with some breath work.
Y'all. Welcome to another episode of Zen AM. I'm your host, Nehemiah. We got Darian D. T. B. Brooks. It is Wednesday, June 23rd. 4th. I'm looking dead at the calendar. Still got the date wrong.
What up, man?
What up, man?
Chilling, bro.
What's good, man?
Living my life like it's golden. Wednesday, June 24th.
You know who sing that song?
Living my life like it's golden. Taking my freedom. Is that jail?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold up, don't let me catch you in the Jack Harlow.
Oh no, you never that. You never that. You can never Jack Harlow me.
Let me find out because
of course I had to sing it though, but I had to,
You sung it a few times. I'm like, hold on, does he know? But I think we did talk about that. Yeah, shout out to Jill. That was a cold album. That was a cold album. That was a smooth album. We got a lot to talk about. So much happening in the world, so much happening in the news. We got the aliens popping out. They supposed to, word is on the street. They supposed to be coming this week. I heard word on the street. They supposed to be coming this week. We got stuff happening at the White House. I listened to the Drake album.
You did?
Yeah, I listened to the Drake album.
Okay. Which one?
Oh, that's true. I forgot. He dropped 7. I listened to Iceman.
Yeah.
Iceman, right? That's what it's called. The one with the glove.
Oh yeah. That's the only one I listened to in this entire.
Yeah. That's some crazy conspiracy.
Hip-hop's back, baby.
There's some because Drake single-handedly held it.
Numbers don't lie.
Drake is kind of like the NPR of hip hop, right? It's just smooth, right? Like you know what you're gonna get. There won't be any surprises. It's just gonna be smooth listening,
right?
Like I had to look down sometimes. I didn't even know what song I was on. You know what I mean? Like you won't be able to know what the name of songs are. It's just easy to listen to, right? It's not like, for me personally, there may be a bar or two like, oh, that was clever, but it isn't like, did you hear what he just said? Right, like I do with some other artists, like a Black Thought or or Eminem.
Yeah.
So it's just very like his engineers are on point.
You know how I would describe it? It's like his bars are layups. They easy, they score, they work.
Yeah.
They're not like slam dunks or like windmills.
Right. Every once in a while he'll do a 3.
Right.
Every once in a while he'll shoot from 3 and you be like, oh, okay.
But he's scoring.
I didn't know he could shoot from 3, but he's scoring. Every once in a while he'll like the Khaled Palestine line.
Yeah.
That's a 3-pointer.
Yeah. Well, Khaled, I don't understand Khaled. Khaled fell completely off. And I don't like to bash people, but you lost your mojo, bro. You lost your mojo for playing the middle. From playing the middle.
I'm telling you, man. The people who I've never fully resonated with, right? The true colors always shine at some point. I never resonate with Khaled. I told you that. Like, I never resonated with him. Never really saw the value in what he brought to the game. And he was like to me, he was always like a non-talented Jermaine Dupri. Where when Jermaine Dupri drop an album, he gonna have everybody on it, right? But Jermaine Dupri also gonna rap. Like Jermaine Dupri,
right.
His albums were compilation albums.
Most definitely.
It was never just full Jermaine, but he was gonna rap. He produced the whole thing. He was gonna bring certain people together. who probably would have never done the song together. So like Life in 1972 or something like that.
Yeah, 1472.
Like that album, right? So whenever I used to see Khaled, I would be like, what is he doing here? Right? Like, what are you doing here? Like, the DJ skills ain't, I mean, if we ever seen him trying to scratch, I think that became a meme at some point where he couldn't scratch. Like, so the DJ thing wasn't really there. And to me, it was like, I've always just looked at certain people, and this was back more when I was more into my hip hop bag. Just more people who, and I hate to, for lack of a better term, culture vultures. You know what I mean? Who just jump into the culture. They got money to do it, so they're able to put out albums, they're able to put out shows, they're able to do a lot of things, and they really didn't have any talent or have any place in the books as far as like progressing and pushing not only the music forward, but the culture and helping the culture and helping the people who should be benefiting from the culture who don't. So he was always in that bag for me. Like something like I could, if I never heard a DJ Khaled song again, I would be okay. But they weren't even his songs, right? No,
they wasn't.
It was his songs. So all of those things are kind of coming to light, you know, I think now with social media. And I mean, even a lot of the stuff that I say about, you know, and not to bring up Jay-Z or anything, but a lot of stuff that I'll say about Jay-Z, I'll see a post about it and then I'll send it to you. I'm like, see, I don't feel this way. Okay, I'm not just a hater. Because sometimes I'll be feeling like, dang, I'll be in my head like, am I just a hater?
Yeah.
And then I'll see post after post after post of them saying exact same thing. And I'm like, okay, I'm not just a hater. There are other people who feel this way. And it'd be big platforms, you know, who say it. So I'm like, all right. I feel better. Not because sometimes I don't want to be that old dude that's hating on everything.
Right.
I have to check. I don't want to be that old dude that hates everything new, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll be having to check myself. Like, hey, am I hating?
So is it a good album? Yes or no?
I think it's a solid album. I think it's I wouldn't say it's better than some of his other albums, but it's definitely not worse. It's definitely on par, right? Like if you were to tell me that he fell off and I listened to this, it doesn't sound worse than any of the other albums.
I think it's the best albums out of the last two he dropped.
I could see that.
21 wasn't all that, and I think the other one wasn't all that to me.
The one with him and 21 Savage?
Yeah.
I like that album. It was an easy, really? Like, the reason why I like that, I think, is just because of the change up, right? It was him with somebody else, and 21 remind me of our cousin Josh, the way he rapped. So, so I think that's why I was like, that album cool. To me, the last one that I was really feeling was the one with Marvin's Room on it.
Where
he's on the cover.
Yeah, Nothing Was the Same.
Nothing Was the Same.
Oh no. Marvin's Room is Take Care.
Take Care.
Yeah,
I think it was. Yeah, Take Care was the last one. I was like, this is a banging album. Yeah. That was the last one for me. So yeah, shout out to Drake. And then on a human level, right? On a human level, to me being a Scorpio, I can emphasize with this, but like, you got people who you rock with, but you start to see that they rocking with people who hate you. That's never a good feeling. You know what I mean? Like, just even on a human level, like, regardless of what status you are, money doesn't make you immune to emotions. And it doesn't make you immune to heartbreak. It doesn't make you immune to any of that stuff. So, you know, like, on a human level, you know, I have sympathy for him for that, because I mean, that was a worldwide diss, right? That's as worldwide as it gets. Like, your diss song is being played at the National Football League
Super Bowl,
right? Like, that's your diss is on the world platform. Like, on the world platform, they calling you a pedophile. A minor. So that's
no 100%.
That's typically hip hop disses don't go out of the hip hop community.
Mm-hmm.
They usually don't make it that far. Like the Common and Ice Cube diss that didn't even really make it on the radio. The Cannabis and LL Cool J diss that didn't really make it. You didn't see that on the national.
This was on commercials on NBA halftime shows. Like it made it everywhere, man.
Everywhere you look, you being dissed. Like that's hard. So I emphasize for that. So yeah, shout out to him. I didn't listen to the other albums, but I listened to it in the gym. Now that I'm back in the gym, it's easy for me to listen to albums when I'm working out. You know what I mean? But like around the house and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was solid. Wasn't worse than anything that he's put out. Wasn't his best. You know, well, I'll listen again. Maybe when I'm in the gym or something. There's a couple of tracks on there. There's a one out that I want to do a remix, like a house remix too.
What's that?
The main one. Me, baby.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what he's saying, but yeah, I thought that would be a dope. I think that would be a dope transition into a house track, like on a main, like on a main DJ set. I was like, that'd be a dope transition, and then go into a house version of that.
Yeah, that melody and that hook is fire.
Yeah, super fire. I mean, all these melodies are like children themes, right? Like Barney and all of that. Like the what's that? The new one that everybody's singing.
Which
Spin
one?
That. The Spin That.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're all kind of like.
I'm telling you, she got the song of the summer.
That one?
Yes. Song of the summer.
That might go into winter.
Yeah. No,
that might go into winter.
Really?
That might go into winter.
Really.
And
I'm gonna be honest. Shout out.
See, that's like it's but it's also very hypnotic.
No,
so you got to be careful with those, right? Like those are the hypnotic ones that you don't know why you're singing it or why it took over, is because they didn't put some things in there that.
So that's exactly why I reached out to Chuck and I said, bro, you gotta flip this song. You gotta flip it. Chuck ain't even know what it was. And I said, Chuck, you just gotta flip it. So really, Chuck gave Young Miami the alley-oop, because now that record could be played 7 days a week. Because his version is fire. Fire. Yeah. So even if people want to switch it up on a Sunday, you play the Chucky Ellis.
Play the Saturday night, now play it on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Now play it on the Sunday. Yeah, that's the music nowadays, man. There's some okay stuff coming out. I haven't heard something that wows me in a while. You know, like it's been a minute since I was like, ooh.
What you mean, like hip hop?
Just in all, it's all been house music lately, actually. Like it's all been house music. I haven't heard any hip hop song or R&B song that I was just wowed by in a while.
See, I try to keep my ears so diverse. There's some great music out here, really. Like, if you want the hood, if you want trap, if you want R&B, if you want soul, if you want gospel, it's great music out here, bro. It's just like you just gotta go searching for it.
Right.
I know Tierra Whack just dropped something on Juneteenth. I gotta check that out. She's super dope. That's the one that I showed you when I was in Arizona. No. When I was in Kansas the first time, and she had a music video for every song on her album, and her videos was crazy. Tierra Whack from Philly, she dope, bro. She's dope.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out. Because I haven't. See, you do keep your ear to the street. I got locked into house for a while, learning how to. I had to really, really learn, you know, the the house music world because I became a producer of it, so I had to submerge myself in it. But you're absolutely right. Like, you have to go digging nowadays, right? But you always had to. It was never the stuff that they put on the radio and stuff was never the best stuff. Never.
But it was high quality back in the day. Like everything that was knocking on the radio was high quality.
But now high quality don't mean the best, right? It don't mean the best. Because like if you look at what the radio would always pick from somebody's album, you would be like, there's way better songs on this album. So they never pick it's always the pop songs, right? Which is DMX Party Up is the number one DMX song when that's like one of the worst songs that he's ever been.
Right. But it wasn't radio. It wasn't a radio, radio hit smash.
Right.
Radio still got to follow that algorithm. So, but I mean, as far as like Boys II Men artists that was coming out, like top 10, like these was great artists. Now the radio, they putting anybody on. They got Lil Shaquan,
Lil Bumpkin from quality. He recorded it in his closet on his iPhone. Recorded it in the car on the way to the radio station.
That's a fact.
There used to have to be a certain level of quality that you had to meet in order to get on the radio, and it forced people to spend money and go to these high quality studios to be able to get that radio sound. And nowadays that's done. And that's the reason why record labels are done right now. Record labels, there's still a power in the sound, but some of it, it's more to the trained ear. When you listen to a Drake song, for instance, the untrained ear wouldn't realize how much production actually goes into it, because when you playing it next to little whatever from whatever, they kind of sound similar to the untrained ear. But to the trained ear, you'd be like, there's a lot of production in here. They're not using cheap mics. They aren't using cheap preamps. They aren't using this. They're using like very detailed plugins, very detailed on the engineering side. Whereas before it was distinguished, you could hear it immediately. You would hear the difference between a radio track and then the track that your homeboy did. You would hear it immediately. Nowadays, you're right. You can't. You cannot hear the difference.
She says, I'm trying to figure out what genre of music is that I make. Is the genre for sad but dancing?
House.
Send. I would like to know what type of. If you can send it to us.
Yeah, we'll play it on here. We'll tell you.
Take a look. Yeah.
Sad but dancing. I mean, that was the old school. Like what kind of dancing? Right? Is it like Jersey?
What's the
like
BPM?
That? Yeah. What's the BPM on there?
Shout out to Boo Man. He says, but for tables and bottle service, the DJ was the means for people to find out what was the hottest song. People used to trust the DJ's ear.
That was back. Yeah. Remember that?
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I remember DJing with Serato, and there was a feature on there where you can hide the song you were playing, because on the interface it has the two tables, and at the top it got the songs. So DJs, what in the world is that? DJs would stand over your shoulder, and that's how they would get before Shazam. Before you could just stand in the middle of the club with your phone and Shazam it, they would kind of look over your shoulder to see what track that was. And we was very, we were very protective of the sound stuff. So there was a feature on Serato where you could hide the track that you were playing, so they could see this, but they couldn't see what was playing. That was one of my favorite features. I was like, you ain't getting it.
Yeah, because when you come up with that supreme mix, people, oh, what's that? They come into the DJ booth, arm over the shoulder, acting like they telling you something, but they looking at the corner of their eye like, what song is that?
Yeah. Now you don't even got. I mean, DJ Clue made a career off of that. New shit.
Yeah.
New shit. Like, yeah, music is. it's also a lot of real young people in music now. You know what I mean? Like they're getting younger and younger.
Salute to Jermaine Dupri, bro.
What you mean?
He started the young man's game.
So young,
I think so. With Crisscross allowing, it wasn't no young artists. It was all people in their mid-20s. Well, besides like the Jackson 5 and like New Edition as Kids act, but like far as hip hop and stuff like that, he brought the young talent.
What about ABC? Another Bad Creation. It was out before Crisscross, but it was that era.
Yeah, but it was like consecutively.
That was the era.
Yeah.
Of
you was mid-20s signing deals, or 30s.
Well, because I mean, that was that whole that was a whole era at that time. At the playground, you know what I'm saying? That's ABC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ABC. So yeah,
and they from Atlanta.
Yeah. Did Jermaine Dupri didn't sign them, right?
No, Bell Biv.
Yeah. ABC, BBD, the East Coast family.
See,
that was the Motown Philly joint.
Yeah, that's the 90s, and that's Atlanta. Like, so that was even a part of their DNA back then. Is just like molding young artists and taking over and making it a young game. Now it's like if somebody come out now 40 years old and want to start rapping, now they the old head.
We're the old heads. That's why I'm rapping.
That was popular back then.
That's why I don't rap no more. I ain't trying to be. Apparently, I'm Unk. You know what I mean? I didn't know I was Unk. I don't feel like Unk, but I ain't trying to be.
But you know what that is? As I'm getting older, it just comes with the territory that young people think that. But as you get older, you just feel like, yo, if I apply myself, I'm still young, because It's always going to be somebody older than you.
That's true. Because people in their 50s and 60s look at
damn near good, running marathons and yeah, getting to the bag. Like they still out here running young. The YN's looking crazy and sloppy right now.
Yeah, out of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I was. He actually right. That's what I was saying. We don't have a classic rock, hip hop category. What they've just blended it all together. And hip hop's the only genre where they did not create subgenres from. Every genre has a subgenre. Every single one. House has about 50. Rock and roll has about 50. Hip hop, you black and you are doing what we think is rapping over beat is rap, is hip hop. And there was never any subgenre. It wasn't. The only subgenres that we got was East Coast, West Coast at one point. And that's not even the thing no more because everybody sound the same. So it should be, I've always felt like it should be broken up into subgenres, because then you don't have that argument. Is Drake good for hip hop, right? He falls into a different category than people like Talib Kweli, Mos Def, Common. He falls into a different category, but we have to compare them, and we shouldn't be comparing them. The same way we aren't comparing Marilyn Manson to The Clash or to The Doors. Right? Like they get their own categories, but hip hop, they just put us all inside of a box and said, y'all make do with this. And you're absolutely right. Like people like that one song, Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada, done basic wear that, so I don't even bother. Remember when that dropped?
I remember that.
That should be a
big room full of bad bitches. Yeah, I remember that.
Should be a different genre, right? That should be inside of a whole different genre. So hip hop has always just been one. So I completely agree. And I think that right there would have allowed so many more people to capitalize and make money longer. We're seeing that they can make money now, but there was a big gap where they couldn't. And I don't think that gap would exist. Now everything's nostalgia. So we have people like Brandy and all of these people being able to make money again. But I think that they would have always been able to make money had this been broken off into a category because U2 never stopped performing. What's my guys from the Beatles? Jesse McCartney never stopped performing. The Doors are still performing even without half of the people. Sublime is still performing, and their lead singer hasn't been around for a while. Ended up branching off to like Sublime and the All Stars. So there was never any separation.
And that's a great point because you still have artists like New Edition and Boyz II Men that's coming out with albums, but they've been placed in these urban categories where they don't get the highest accolades. So if they had like a classic R&B or classic soul, they'll still be able to chart and get Grammys still at their level. So I think that's something you want. Is something, man. We might need to present that somewhere.
Yeah, to the man. Hey, look, this is what we're thinking. Anyway, man, if you don't get the my office, bring in little Uzi Vert.
All right. So you know, we have another versus tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Tomorrow they do it on Thursdays. That's a good day to do it. Who is it? It better be a good one because the last couple they fumbled so much that they didn't even promote it.
You ready for it?
I'm ready.
B2K versus Pretty Ricky.
Oh, is that what's been happening?
Yeah. Tomorrow at 6:30, 9:30 Eastern time, 8:30 your time.
Okay, that's why. All right, because one of the dudes from B2K was just on the Cam Newton show. And,
oh, really?
And he was talking about the comparison, and I was like, why are they bringing this up? Promo.
Yeah.
Promo.
She says, I'm excited for the black community to take back rock.
You seen that Black Rock group?
Me?
They just Tiny Desk? Yeah. You heard of them?
Black Rock. That's
it's the Black Rock group.
Oh.
Boo Man, what's the name of them? The lead singer got the locks and they multicolored. They are dope. They are a punk rock band. They are so dope. So let me see if I can find them. I think you might have a better chance of finding them. Let me see. They are so dope. You see them? What's our group? They called the Paradox.
Oh,
they called the Paradox. You heard of them?
Nah. I'm not hip. I'm at to check it out.
Yeah. Let me see if I can show you a little bit of them. Might get in. Is that yours?
Yeah, that was me. Let
me show y'all. It's they the pair. Oh, they put them in there. Yeah, the Paradox. I didn't even see y'all joint, but yeah, the Paradox. They are, man. Let me put the
shout out to them.
Let me put y'all on real quick.
We're a band from Atlanta called the Paradox. My name is Eric.
Shout out to Atlanta, man.
She hates when I listen to Blink.
Wait, where's it at?
On the side of the street, she wants.
Hold on, y'all.
To change up.
Hold on. I gotta pull them up, y'all. They are so cool. You gonna vibe with them, man. When I seen them, shout out to Black Rock coming back. Black Rock just even sounds dope.
Yeah.
Let me pull
that. Sound fire.
Oh, and then Floetry just did Tiny Desk too.
They might be coming back.
It was dope, man. They killed it. They killed Floetry at Tiny. Forget about it, man. It's a reminder of what genre we came from. Because you just be like, they are just so talented. Let me show y'all this. We're gonna rock a little bit of them. Oh, and I can't.
Oh, it was just up.
That was just up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then share this with y'all, man. Oh, that ain't it. I pulled up like 4 different screens trying to. we go. Y'all ready for this?
Let's get it.
Y'all ready? Because you ain't seen them before, so I want you to.
How you guys doing, NPR? We're a band from Atlanta called The Paradox. My name is Eric. I'm Zealand.
She hates when I listen to Blink when I skate on the side of the street. She wants to change up everything about me. Her car costs more than my crib, and her dad, that dude is a dick, and I don't want to ever be someone like him. Let's go.
No matter what I do, I'll never be like you. Happy or insecure, which one would you prefer? No matter what you say.
Come on, man.
That's fire.
Come on, man. Come
That's
on,
fire.
man.
You know, the thing is, it's like they still kept that nostalgic of like rock, but it don't sound cheesy or like cringiness. And
Come
like
on.
when you can keep that, that's special. It's just that I hope that they don't get tampered with, like, because people see that and then they want to try to rebrand them or re-image them. Like, stay the same.
They've been around for a minute, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my research. They said they from Atlanta, so it's
they've
like
been around for a minute.
I gotta check out a show.
I caught wind of them maybe like a couple of years ago, just with them on social media. So I caught wind, and then I seen that they did the Tiny Desk, and I was like, "Oh, that's dope." So that right there is going to influence a whole wave of new kids looking and participating in this genre, which to me is dope. That was the real reason why I got into house music and producing house music, just because in that type of field of house, you don't see a lot of black producers like that. There's just a handful. Kaytranada, Carl Cox, Green Velvet. Green Velvet. Gordo isn't black, but that's he used to DJ for Drake. He's big in the house world, but that's really it. You don't see too many black house producers who are headlining EDC, headlining Miami Music Week, headlining all of these festivals. So to me, it was like, that was the reason why I got into house music and producing, because I felt like we didn't really have a lot of representation there. And once again, that's our genre. We created that, and we have zero representation in it. We created techno, and we have zero representation in it. We created rock, and we have zero representation in it. So I seen it happen, and especially with hip hop, and hip hop is getting there now to where we'll always have representation in it. But you're starting to see, you could go on TikTok and see a little white boy from the suburbs rapping, sounding just like Drake or something. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see it all over. So we got to in live time, we got to see the gentrification of music genres. The rock and roll and all of that happened before our time. You know, that was the whole Little Richard era and stuff like that. But we're seeing the gentrification of hip hop in live time. And the top artists are not even people who push the culture. You know, the top selling artists. I think we still are lucky enough to have the Fugees being the top selling hip hop group, but that could change. But in 10 to 15 years, it's going to look way different. It's going to look way different. I mean, it already looks different than it did from its inception. So I'm always happy when I see that, because, you know, what happens when black artists like that, they'll get flack and they'll say, why are you doing this genre? When people don't even realize that's our genre. And it happens so much that we're not even allowed to participate in the art forms that we created. You know, when they gentrify an area, we go back to that area and they say, what are you doing around these parts? These is my parts. What are you talking about? What do you mean what I'm doing? What are y'all doing around these parts? And It happens all the time. And when you go to these festivals and stuff, you see that there are black fans. There's a lot of black fans at EDC, and there's a lot of black heavy metal fans, and there's a lot of them, but they don't have representation of people who that can look up to and look like and come from places where they come from. And you know, a lot of punk rock bands was you know, California and garage bands in Seattle and you know, Pearl Jam and all of that. But when you see a band like this, and I'm from ATL, and they look like you, but they still are, you know, punk rock, it's going to give these kids it's going to give these kids some new people to look up to and realize that they don't just have to be rappers. Mm-hmm. They don't just got to be stuck to this genre. So that's what excites me about seeing that. And the music is good.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm going to definitely check them out, man. Most definitely. Definitely going to check them out. I went on their website. They got a show in Atlanta, November 18th. So I'm going to definitely check them out.
Did you see that thing with Trump and that pool that he spent all that money on, getting algae and stuff in it?
Nah, I seen your guy though.
Who?
Dustin.
Who's my guy? Oh, Dustin Poirier? Woo!
Did you see that? I thought you was gonna mention it. How you feel about that? He said the N-word.
Couple times.
I only heard it once, so thank you for clarifying it.
Couple times. Maybe twice. I think after the first time, I think he might have said it one more time after that. I'm
gonna send you the clip just so we can play it for the people that ain't hip.
Yeah,
when
so
I seen it, I said, oh man, Nehemiah. Well, I'm not gonna say he your guy, but I know you in the UFC, so that's why I'm saying like that's your guy.
And I am a Dustin Poirier fan.
Okay,
I absolutely am. So if you were to be like that's your guy, I wouldn't be like that ain't my guy, because you know there's some people who you might say, who I'm like, man, I don't mess with him. But Dustin Poirier is one of those ones that I'll be like, yeah, I can say he my guy.
In Atlanta, everything happens in Atlanta, yo. Everything.
That's so true. That's why I'm staying away.
Everything happens in the A, yo. Everything.
It used to be Cali. Oops. It used to be Cali, y'all. It's not Cali no more. It's Atlanta now. Everything. It's the hot spot. Yeah. See, and when I saw it, the funny thing is when I saw this, it wasn't the headline of Dustin Poirier saying the N-word. It was just him being drunk.
Correct.
Now, now I'm seeing yours, and I'm like, okay, so they putting it out there because it was so subtle, right? Like in the exchange, it was so subtle to where I was looking at the comments, like, did he just say the N-word? So, you know, now that is the way TMZ presented the story was he was belligerent drunk. Mm-hmm. Now the story is Dustin says the N-word. You know what I mean? So now the story is taking that. It's taking that tone.
It's gonna be bad, my nigga. No, bro. Bunch of hoes. Let's go. Let's go. Relax. No, they fucking lying motherfuckers. Pulling off the plane. All my boys went to the fucking crib. Now what the fuck?
And this is why he got
all right. You Dustin Poirier? Man, fuck you, bro. All right, just relax. Man, fuck you and fuck her and fuck her. I'll fight you right now. No, I don't want to fight, bro. I'll go right now. Bro, I don't want to fight, bro. I don't want to fight. Go. I don't want to fight. Let's go.
I ain't never see a cop back down.
Tell him, come on. Get a couple of because it's gonna be bad. Bro, just it's gonna be bad, my nigga. No, bro. You pussy, boy. You pussy. Relax, bro. Relax, bro. You gonna taste it? Relax. I'm gonna bang you up. Bro, relax. Just relax. Give me a good one. They kicked him off the flight. This guy's a UFC fighter. What's going on, bro? Talk to me. The beast is fucking lying hoes, man.
They start to rationalize. What's going on, man?
Hey, pound it. All right, man. Nah, you did a great job, bro. You did a great job. You did what you did.
No, he said you did a great job.
Oh, that's so funny to me. Oh, sorry, you gotta laugh. I'm sorry. There's things about that is just funny because he is not in his right mind. Like a couple of things that stand out. One, if I was the cop, absolutely, I'm backing down.
Most definitely.
You kidding me?
Well, no, I'm not backing down.
I'm not fighting you.
Shit. I got to stand on 10.
You do, but I don't. I know what's going to happen. Look, if I'm a cop,
the lawsuit that's going to come behind that.
Yeah. I would have took a fair one with him.
Yeah.
I would have took a fair one with him. You want to fight right now? Let's do it.
Well, I guess they can't speedway. Yeah, you can't. You got to diffuse it. Yeah. So
you can't. So, and you were in a body cam?
Yeah.
He was black.
Right. Yeah.
He was black. He would have got shot, tased, all that. Especially in the airport. They ain't playing no games. But one, I would have been terrified too. Absolutely. Definitely would have got tased. Shout out to me. Yeah. I would have been terrified. Our cousin Josh, I'm terrified of Josh. Right? I'm terrified of Josh. And he never was a champion. Mm-hmm. So imagine actually being Dustin Poirier is a former champion. He's fought some of the most dangerous men in the world. Mm-hmm. In the world, Craig. Can he take me down? Yes. Can he knock me out? Multiple times. And I don't want those problems. I do not want those problems, especially because you see he's out of his right mind, right? It wasn't like he was not coherent, right? So even if he wasn't Dustin Poirier and I saw a dude that was drunk like that trying to fight me, I'm not fighting you. You don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If you attack me, I'm defending myself. But I think the cop did right. And the cop knew who he was. He's like, you Dustin Poirier?
Yeah. He said, oh, shit. Why did I come to this? Why did they radio me?
Why did I get called? Him using the N-word. Am I offended by it? No. I'm very desensitized to it now. I think like most of us are. If you look at 99% of the fights on Instagram, I don't know why. I like to watch a lot of street fights. I don't know why. I'm a peaceful man, but I still end up watching. My feed is still that. Everybody says that right before a fight. The most racist people are saying it. Not even like you end with the hard ER. Mexicans say it. Everybody says it. For them, whatever reason, it makes them feel hard. You know what I'm saying? It makes them. I blame hip hop. I blame all of that 100%. I blame black dudes for calling white people the N-word. There's a lot of people to blame that has gotten the culture to where it is now. Is it ever acceptable? No. But it sucks that there are two different differentiators in the N-word. Right. It sucks that this word that there was never two differentiators. It was either we were saying it or they were saying it. And that was it. Now everybody can say it. And the repercussions aren't what they used to be. Back in my day, see how old I am, Unc. Back in my day, when you had two passes to be able to hit somebody first. Back in my day. One, they talk about your mother, or two, they say the N-word. Those were the only passes that you had to put your hands on somebody first.
Right.
But our family always taught, don't ever start a fight, finish it. Mm-hmm. And then as we got older, they removed the thing about your mother. You couldn't hit somebody first for saying you had to be more in control. So it was only just the racist thing it was only the N-word. Nowadays it's way different. It's way different. I blame people like Drake. I blame people like Khaled. I blame people like 6ix9ine. I blame all of their homeboys who never checked them for saying it. I blame I was watching a comedian yesterday and he's talking to the white dude. He's like calling him the N-word. I blame all of these people who have allowed it. If you come in my circle, if you come around me, there's none of my white homeboys who say the N-word ever, in no case, in no way, shape, or form, because that's how we grew up. That's the era that I grew up. But these other nope. So I blame them. Do I like that he said it? No. I'm happy that he said it in that way versus the other way. Because the other way would have made me be like, damn, this motherfucker's a racist. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He didn't say it in the racist form, but
him being intoxicated and drunk, saying it freely like that lets me know he says it. He may say it in that way. He may say it in another way.
Absolutely.
I'm not offended by it, but what I don't like is him at that type of statue. And that's what people got to realize. When you hold a statue, or when you have this type of honor, or you're a entertainer, actor, you have a lot of people watching you. Like, that's just not cool at the end of the day. That's just not cool, because he may have some Black young kids, African-American kids that look up to him, and you just saying that while you belligerent or intoxicated. Like, we can't keep blaming alcohol. We can't keep blaming alcohol. Like, if you are a champion, or if you are a successful person, like, walk in that. If you do it behind closed doors, all means, but just control yourself. And it just shows. That's one of the downfalls that I hate about alcohol. It's like, it makes people look sloppy and belligerent. I'm glad they took him off the plane, because what would have happened if he stayed on?
Yeah.
I mean, he got money. He probably was bailed out within an hour or two. But for him to just act like that in that establishment, in Atlanta, on a Delta flight, the black stewardess or the black gate attendants, like, females at that, like, why you barking at females, and you a UFC fighter? Like, if to me, it made him drop to like a small little creature, even though that he is a UFC fighter, he can fight. But come on, man, they just doing their job. And I know you intoxicated and you really don't know. And I respect that he dapped the guy up and told him that he did a good job, but you just got to respect people in their workflow. Don't get too wasted before flying. That's just protecting everybody that's on the flight, because we can't just hop out of the plane. That was my only issue with it.
Yeah, that was some cocaine too.
Oh, that's cocaine.
And that's drink and cocaine.
Oh,
that's that. That's that raging bull right there.
Yeah.
That's that raging bull. You know, yeah, it sucks, because, you know, I come from such a militant time, and I wish that it could go back to that time of white people not being able to use the N-word. Mm-hmm. Right? I wish it could go back to that time, but we won't ever go back to that time. Like, if I punch a white dude right now for saying N-word, I'm going to be at fault.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't even retaliate, you know, like, so I just gotta, you know, accept the times that we're in. But behind every white boy like that is some black homies. They're the ones at fault. They are. Not saying that he's not at fault, but the way that he said it, that's how black people say it. Mm-hmm. He didn't say, let's go, nigger. He said, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how black people say it. So it's not to say, what I'm saying is that he didn't say it in a racial type way of trying to be like, because that way, we've seen that with people like Dog the Bounty Hunter and all these people that was like, you better not be dating no, you know. There's definitely a difference in the way that he said it versus he didn't say it in a racial type way. Did he lose points in my book? Still, absolutely. But there's still a small part of me that feels like, okay, he didn't say it racially. Like, he wasn't calling him the hard NR. And that's why these times suck. Mm-hmm. Right? That's why I do not like these times, because we've gotten so comfortable and we've allowed so many people to be able to, we invite anybody into our culture, right? We invite anybody. What is the white version of they're invited to the cookout? Where's the white version of that? There is not one, because we're never invited. So we're the only culture that openly invites the oppressors in every single way. We invite the oppressors in, and all they got to do is know the latest rap song or know the latest dance, and we accept them. We won't ask any questions. We won't. If Dustin Poirier or a white boy walks through the hood, they'll get pressed less than if you or I walk through a hood that isn't ours. Why? Why are they safer in our neighborhoods than we are? Why? Why do they get that level of respect that we don't get to each other? This is a cultural problem that we are the heads of. We are the ones who need to be taken back and saying, you can't say that, but we're not. We're not. If you know how to shuck and jive and you know how to dance like us, you can come to the cookout. Mm-hmm. This person's invited to the cookout. Why? Why? Just because they learn how to, you think that behind doors, you think their parents are telling them that they're okay with them marrying one of us? Absolutely not. But just because they played sports with some of us and they've learned to acclimate and they learn to talk a certain way, we automatically accept them. But what do they do to uplift the culture? Nothing. What do they do to push the culture forward? Nothing. Because the black version that they're imitating is the lowest level of black. They're not imitating the high quality black people who are pushing the culture. He's not over here, and I can't speak for him directly, but most of them, they're not over here putting money into schools or trying to push Dr. Umar school or this. Nah, these niggas are saying Drake lines, they saying rap lines, and they doing the little dances. And that's how we say, oh my God, he's accepted. So that's a black problem. We need to, when we gonna step up and say, hey brother, look, we cool, but you can't say that. Mm-hmm. Because they are all, it started in his friend circle. It started with the people around him. That's where it started. Just like anything.
So do you know for a fact that Dustin Poirier has a black entourage with him?
I know for a fact that at some point in his training, because he's from Louisiana, I know at some point, whether it was homeboys that he grew up with, whether wherever, at some point he tested the waters and said the N-word and looked around to see if he got checked, and he didn't, by the people close to him. And then he did it again. And then he did it again. And then it got part of his vocabulary. And his black homeboys would say exactly like Chris Rock said, man, he the blackest white boy we know. And allowed him, because I promise you, if he would have said that around his friend circle and they checked him the first time and they checked him the second time, it would not have gotten to the point where a person is belligerent drunk and comfortable saying it, because they would have been checked a long time ago.
I'm gonna be honest. What if he don't have a black entourage and he didn't say it? I think it could probably come from the music itself. Because when they in their cars and they playing hip hop, that's when they feel comfortable the most. Is nobody around them to say it. And how he said it, it was like, but as you was talking, I was thinking, it's like, is the ER the same as the
nigga?
Is it the same way?
For us old school people, no. For us old school people, absolutely not. Like you non-black and you say nigga, we got a problem. I don't care how you said it. Like for my generation.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like ER or A, it still hold the same weight. I think like it shouldn't be said at all. Yeah. Shout out to Boo Man. He says I agree. Somebody black validated him saying that.
Absolutely. This comes from black validation. That's what it comes from. It does, and he may not have to have a whole black entourage. It could just be one single black homie. Because white people love to say, I'm not racist. I have this many black friends, right? They love to count how many black friends they got. So one of those black friends out of however many number is on his hand when he said that, and when he, proved to himself that he wasn't racist, it was one of them motherfuckers, and not all of them. It was either one or all three. So, I'm with you. I come from a generation where there is no differentiator, right? But on a human level, I can feel the difference when someone is calling someone that to make them mad and to get a rise out of them, and is saying it in a way of, you know, they're trying to get them to react. And that happens often, right? It happens a little bit more with the older group, like the older white men now, especially now that Trump came in office and all that. But, you know, I don't think that there is a difference.
And by the way, this video was, I think it was 3 days ago on the 21st. So they dropped this ASAP. I just sent you his Instagram post.
Let's pull it up. Let's pull that thing up.
He says,
let me see. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Pull it up.
Yeah. Pull it up. That way everybody can see it. So they know when you're not making stuff up, because I know people don't fully trust us.
Yeah, scroll up so they can see his tag. See
it
that?
Says
that's
Dustin Poirier, right? This is from MMA Fighting, so y'all know this is a source. Wednesday, June 24th. That's today. So just drop today, y'all. He gives a statement about well-being after his arrest for public drunkenness on Sunday. You want to read it?
Yep. He says, I'm at the point where I need some help. Walking away from fighting hasn't been easy on me, and alcohol isn't the answer. It has ruined my father's life, and I will not allow it to ruin mine. My family deserves me at 100%. I'm trying to do everything I can to get my mind right and take the right next steps.
That's what they always do.
That's PR.
That's what they always do. This affected my family, and I am a victim of alcoholism. If you're a victim so much, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
If you was really a victim and you watch your family get terrorized, why are you doing it? Don't play that victim card over here. You know what I'm saying? Say, look, I messed up. I'm an alcoholic. I need help. I love to party. I don't care what made you do it. I don't care that stepping away from fighting. I don't care about none of that. All we need to hear is sorry, I fucked up, and this is what I'm doing to make it better. Don't give us this whole sob story. My God, my God.
You know what I would have respected? You know what I would have respected? I would have respected if he apologized to the workers.
Yeah.
Because that's somebody 9 to 5 that they gotta still have that professional face on. And they did a good job. Like that, you don't know what that could have messed their whole day up.
Yeah. I'm sending them money.
Huh?
Send them some money. Send them some money. You want to apologize? Send me some money.
Yeah.
Here go a little check, y'all. Hey, look, you know, here go a little 10K for each of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Was he just on the White House card?
No, he's retired.
Oh, he's retired. Got you.
Yeah, he's retired, but he does commentating for him. So he's one of their commentators, which makes this worse, right? He's not just someone who retired and is just sitting at home. No, he's commentating. So this is who y'all thinking.
Dana, you got some explaining to do.
Dana don't give a good. Dana is sitting here with one of the most polarized humans in the world throwing events in his yard. Dana speaks green. Dana don't give a care about nothing else. When Conor got into all that trouble, you know, Conor got into all types of trouble. So he fighting again in July. So Conor McGregor got about 5 different sexual assault charges after he during his fighting thing. On top of it, Dana White smacked his girl. You remember when that video came out? That went away. Dana White smacked his girl in Mexico.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Smacked his girl. So we're in a capitalist society where if you make a lot of money, you are held at a high esteem. So you get away with anything. And the people who don't are the black people in these levels of power. Why is it that people and a lot of them deserve it, especially when it comes to domestic violence and stuff. And they, like Floyd, right? Didn't he go for domestic violence? Send his ass to jail, right? For any man putting their hand on a woman, especially somebody who is an athlete, especially someone who makes their living, they deserve to be put under the cell. But what Lil Wayne go to jail for?
A gun in New York.
Right. Our leaders are, and I'm not calling Lil Wayne a leader by any means, but the people that we look at who, if they were white, they would be untouchable. But when you black, you're not.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like those are just like careless mistakes that our culture do, but we never disrespect any culture or any race.
No.
I mean, I think the closest person that did that was probably Kanye, and I wouldn't even really say it that it was, but you seen how they did him. It's like
crucified that man.
Yeah, so it's like these people, different cultures, and they think they can just do what they want whenever they want and get away with it. It's crazy these days.
You know, there's another person out there saying the exact same stuff Kanye is saying.
Who's that?
Dan Bilzerian. Dan Bilzerian is doing the exact same thing Kanye did. You know who that is? Dan Bilzerian, the one who was always with all the girls. Just the rich dude who he'll be with like 30 girls, 40 girls. He got his money in poker, but no one really like knew how he was rich, but was kind of living that whole lifestyle, flying here to be him at the dinner table with like 20, 30 girls, and just rich beyond rich. It didn't really do much, but he's been on this whole tirade for a while. And he's on this tirade over Israel for a while and saying exactly the same stuff that Kanye said. And I don't know if, I'm curious if he was like some type of an artist or something, would he have received the same treatment that Kanye is receiving? You know, because we stay getting crucified. There's not one black person that's touchable right now. That's like not touchable.
You know, I think because Kanye has knowledge of like all of the Jewish leaders in fashion, architecture, music, I think that's why it hit so hard. And that's why like they really shunned him out of entertainment or just being a creative in any way possible. I think if it was a regular person, yeah, they would have said something and it would have went over probably like a year or two. But it's like Kanye was going after like the big heads, like people in Abu Dhabi and London, all over the place. That was Jewish in those higher levels, because he was calling them by names. Even in the Sway interview, he was naming names. I'm like, dang, Bernard Arnault. I don't know all of these French and Italian names. It's like, I feel like that's why it was criticized from the highest level, because he actually knew names and they knew Kanye was directing it directly to them.
Yeah. And, you know, it's happening now with these other people, though. You got people like Candace Owens speaking out because they're all part of the same group. They're all allegedly part of this whole Israel group, right? This Israeli group, allegedly. And for the first time, it took people like Kanye to peel the curtain back. But now you have people who are actually respected saying the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you have people who are very intelligent who are saying the same thing, you know, allegedly. Now Candace, you know, is pointing the finger at Israel for Charlie Kirk. So you have these people. Kanye was the first one to really start pulling on that thread, but now you have a bunch of other people pulling on that thread and revealing like, oh, snap, he was not crazy. I've been saying for a while that I don't think Kanye is crazy. I've been saying that for such a long time, because when you're ahead of your time and you say things that are way beyond what the normal brain can comprehend at that time, you're always crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're always going to be deemed crazy. But now when you got people like Tucker Carlson and all these people, and they're talking about this, even Joe Rogan. Like when you got people who society respects talks about this, then it changes. But
Right.
it took somebody like Kanye to lose everything, right? First. Like we had to be crucified first, right? Before everyone else would step in. But like I said, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. For the first time, we have President Trump talking bad about Israel. For the very first time out of this whole stint, and it's sending people in a frenzy. People like Ben Shapiro, people like all of these people who have been incepted and are these sleeper cells. You have Trump and even JD Vance for the very first time openly saying and talking about Bibi Netanyahu and about what he needs to do, his response to this whole Iran deal, his response and what happens and how we've been great friends and allies to him and what he needs to do next and stuff. And you got all the people like the Ben Shapiro's and stuff like, oh my God, how can you say that? But it's happening on a major scale right now. And this goes all the way to the Black Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
This goes to the Black Israelites. And when you have people openly like Dan Bilzerian, and you have people like Candace Owens openly talking about these people that allegedly call themselves Jews now are actually Russians who learned Hebrew, who rewrote the books, who did this. When you have them openly talking about it now, that's when you know we're in a different time. Mm-hmm. And the Black Israelites have been talking about this. This is what the Black Israelites preach on the side. If y'all have ever seen those brothers who be wearing the purple and they're talking about we are the original Israelites, basically what they're talking about is that the black man is the original Jews and the original Israel that's talked about in the Bible. And we're not this black or just all African is what we've been told. And we are actually who the people that the lost tribe of Israel that Jesus came down to save. So this has been their spiel for a very, very long time. And what they talked about, and also the Bible talks about, is how the lost tribe of Israel will be scattered around. They won't know what their true lineage is. They won't know what their true history is. So this is all being presented now. And that, what is it? They originally spoke, was it Kaddish? And that that these people that have taken the title Jew are not actually the original Jews, and they're actually Russians. And they took a whole personality and religion on. Mm-hmm. And these are the people that run all of our media. These are the people that run the world, in a sense, where we got to see it in our own politics, how much of a hand Israel played. That whole Iran war had nothing to do with us. That was all us fighting for Israel. So we got to see like, oh, there's some truth to this. So it is so big and major. And people like Kanye and these Black Israelites, they've been saying this for a long time. And he lost everything with saying it. And they do the same thing that they do often. I'm not saying that he's not crazy, but they have done this to so many leaders before where they discredit them, especially when it comes to Black leaders. And it's just a repeated thing, right? So it's so major right now with everything that's going on that I want to be mad at a Dustin Poirier, but he is such a low-hanging fruit on the major players in the world and who has influence on keeping the Black people down that I can't even be worried about him. You know, like I can't be worried about what a UFC fighter said inside of the airport. And not to say that I'm glad that we talked about it stuff, but I can't allow myself to be upset about that because that's low-hanging fruit. That's as low-hanging fruit as you get. It's a drunk white dude from Louisiana on cocaine and acting up, and we caught it on body camera. And there's a lot of other people that if I wanted to sit and be angry with, there's a lot of people I could be pointing my attention to.
I could see that. In other news, we lost a music exec, Clive Davis.
Clive Davis gone?
Yep, he died June 22nd.
Dang.
To a upper respiratory infection.
Clive Davis.
Dang. He died at 94. So I wanted to just drop that in there.
He lived a minute. Also, the producer of Sicko Mode died.
Oh yeah, Tay Keith. Yeah, Tay Keith died. When did Tay Keith die?
A couple days ago.
Yep, June 18th. He died June 18th. American producer Tay Keith died at 29 from Memphis, Tennessee. He did a lot of Drake stuff. He did Travis stuff. He did Sexy Red projects. So yeah, we definitely lost a youngin. So I don't know. I just seen a video from Jermaine Dupri. He was basically saying that the BET Award should honor Clive Davis.
And they're saying they're not going to?
I don't know. He was basically saying that they need to put like this big extravaganza up for Clive. And I know he put a lot of black artists on, but it's like, I don't know how to feel about that.
What you mean? In what way?
Like rolling out the red carpet. Let me see if I can find that video of Jermaine Dupri. Let me see.
You don't think that he deserves the red carpet?
Not on BET.
Why
Shit,
not?
when we die at the Grammys, we just get a 20-second clip slideshow of everybody that passed. And I know they do the same thing for BET, but it's just like, yeah, we can definitely honor him, but don't go overboard. Because if y'all didn't do that, the same thing for Mike, Prince, and stuff like that. He never touched the microphone. Yes, he put people on, but you don't gotta go crazy like that. That's just my opinion.
They didn't do nothing for Prince?
I don't think so. Let me see.
I wasn't watching TV back then.
This will be the last topic we can run through. I just want to get y'all perspective on it. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri. Definitely a legend in the game.
Man. I was thinking Clive Davis was somebody else. I see what you're saying.
Oh, yeah, Clive put on Whitney Houston, Brandy, a lot of Alicia Keys.
Yo, I'm just coming in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what to think about that.
Yo, I'm just coming in from Steve Stout birthday party. Happy birthday, Steve Stout. I just want to say this real quick. I pray that this weekend, the BET Awards, they go back in. Y'all start tomorrow. Y'all can start tomorrow. Whatever. I mean, I'm in France, so probably now. But listen, y'all go back in and y'all do something special for Clive Davis, because Clive Davis really put black music in the forefront. And he really did this shit different than any other white executive that I've ever seen. Like, he really, really, I mean, you had to be going to Clive Davis parties to understand what I'm saying. At the Beverly Hills Hotel, when the Grammys was in New York. Like before he went to the Hilton, the Beverly Hills Hotel, Clive used to have his party there. And the soul of the party was amazing. And he really understood what black music meant to the world and what black music meant to the music business, right? That's why his party was so popping. He was a white man with a party that had all the black executives, all the black artists, all the black music wanted to be at Clive Davis' party. So I just pray that on the BET Awards, Black Music Entertainment, that we do something big for Clive as we let him rest in peace. Because we lost one of the guys. I'm talking about a guy that was the guy that other guys wanted to be, like the guy, Clive Davis. Rest in peace.
First of all, That brother's suit was clean.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
First of all, those shades was clean.
Jermaine, get right.
First of all, I got some of those. I should put I got some of those. I ain't even pulled those out for y'all. Let's see what they saying.
Michael Jackson called him the devil. He's not a nice man. He's a wild man. I respect it, but no. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one feeling like this. And I didn't even watch the whole video. Now looking back at it, it's like, dang, like Clive Davis party. He was just having, of course, if you have so much energy, it's going to take over the party. He wasn't singing. He wasn't dancing. Yes, he was in position to put people on, but Whitney was fighting for her masters. All of these people was fighting for their masters at the end of the day.
Jermaine sound like one of those people that was still getting paid off the nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got those one few who able to really, he might have been the guy. He was probably yo guy.
Right.
That's what it sound like.
Yeah,
right?
most definitely.
All he could mention was his parties.
Yeah.
And saying that, he did stuff. And I do agree that there's probably people out there who have done things that other white execs have not, but they don't need to get more honored than the black people who are in the war.
Right.
They don't need to, you know what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't have to fight like that. Like we shouldn't, y'all just like the fact that we have to fight like that, that's the problem. Y'all going at y'all. No, let's look at the root of the problem. The fact that we have to fight like that, that is the real issue here. So let's shine light on that. Let's shine light. And yeah, we appreciate that you was an ally, right? But the allies do not get more recognition than the soldiers. Ever. Not in my world. Like, nigga.
I like to see it. I would like to see as well. If he still own his record company, is he releasing all of the masters to the original people? If it's still staying in his bloodline and his family, we don't need to celebrate that. You did what you did. Keep it moving.
Yeah, respectfully.
And it's a trending thing going on social media. They're asking Brandy to read the note. Before Whitney passed away, she went to the Clive Davis party. She passed Brandy a note and she whispered something into Clive Davis' ear and she gave him a hug and a kiss. And then I think either that night or the next day, that's when she died. And he still had the party when her body was upstairs at the hotel. So if y'all see that probably on TikTok, you can just say Whitney Houston Brandy note. It's going viral right now. She sent her a note.
She sent Brandy a note?
Yeah, she gave Brandy. Let me see if I can find the video.
Oh, that's on video. Yeah, okay. Because I was a little confused by that story. I was like, she gave who? I thought she gave Todd. That's okay. Yeah, we got to pull that up. Yeah, man. Oh, numeral. Why are you looking that up? Numeral said, allies are often allies to protect themselves. True allies act boldly to ensure equity. Yeah. Brandy was in shock and Monica. Yeah, this is my first time hearing about this. That's why I love social media, man. That's why I love social media, man. We got some true detectives out here. That scream was authentic. He's like, oh!
So we gonna see.
It's the same with these chefs at the White House. Mm-hmm. They're like, what the whole cooking kids and stuff, and then all of a sudden you do the deep dive and you see that all of these chefs all die. Like all of the White House chefs end up dying randomly in some random places, and they deem it an accident. Obama chef, the Clinton chef, all of them. Some weird. I know, man. Some weird going on, man.
See Brandy face?
I'm just saying lovely because I love it. It's my dad. My dad. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Mom, come see her. Come say hi to Come say hi to your dad. Okay? Come say hi to your dad.
Dang. She passed the note. The note said, I should hit 5 times a day.
Oh, here you go.
No, it's just,
Come on, man.
it's just
Hold on.
there's this YouTube, there's this Instagram video where this dude just walks by and he be handing people these random notes and they just look at the note and the note be like, I shit it 5 times a day. So oh man. What's on that note? Brandy? You got Darian hot in his face. You know the note is bad when Darian hot in his face. What's on that note, Brandy?
We gonna
She ain't gonna come out and say she's gonna say something political. No, yeah, we just but she did look shook. She was like,
yeah.
She ain't hand that note to Monica.
Mm-mm.
She warned Brandy like, I'm finna, yeah, that's what they about to kill me or something. It had to say something like that.
Yeah,
it had to say something like that. Cause she died that night, right?
That night, upstairs. She said in the video, I'm about to go upstairs. I'll be right back. I ain't make it back.
And then most of her family ended up dying except for Bobby. Right? Her daughter died.
Yep, daughter died.
The son died, right? Her daughter's husband.
Daughter. Yep. No, the son. The son died. Bobby's son died as well.
Yeah. That sounds like a
you know the crazy thing about it, and I hate to say this, sorry y'all, and I got about 3 minutes and I really gotta go. But I didn't even know it's BET week.
I didn't either.
The awards come on this Sunday at 8
I had
p.m.
no idea.
Hosted by Drewski. So
I had no idea.
Normally around this time you see commercials, you'll see banners. I don't see nothing posted on social media. Wow.
It's dead.
Yeah, that's dead.
It's
hip hop
dead.
ain't dead. BT is dead.
BT is done, man. I had to listen to Jermaine Dupri talk about Clive Davis to know that the BET Awards was happening.
Why he in Paris?
This is crazy. There's something with that.
So
what was the dude? What's the Bob Johnson? Was that the dude who used to own BET or run it?
Yeah, I think. Let me see. BET owners. It was so many owners.
Bob Johnson.
Yep, Robert L. Johnson.
Yeah, he ain't like he was all for the destruction of black kids allegedly.
Then it went to Deborah Lee.
Yeah. That's why they got rid of Teen Summit. That's why they got rid of Travis Smiley. That's why they got rid of the Gospel Hour. They got rid of everything. They got rid of everything that was uplifting.
Comic View.
They got rid of everything. They got rid of College Hill. They got rid of everything. They got rid of
106 in Park.
Everything.
Rap City.
Everything. They got rid of everything, man. The Boondocks did an episode about it. And it was when Uncle Ruckus found out that he was black, they had the Uncle Ruckus reality show and they put it on BET and they had this whole spiel. And he was like, you know why I do this? Because I hate black children. And it was just real deep, whole deep monologue with Bob Johnson talking about how he hates black children, how he took over BET, got rid of, he was like, what was our number one show? Canceled it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a wild thing. We'll watch the next time. But Aaron Magruder went in on Bob Johnson talking about that. And this was years ago. So absolutely. Well, y'all, great show.
Great show, y'all.
Got to get ready for the BET Awards.
Versus tomorrow. So Friday, we're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about. And then Monday, we're going to have the BET Awards to talk about. Everybody get your popcorn, your notes ready. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking notes just like Umar Johnson was on that Kevin Hart roast. He was sitting here like, this nigga said this. Said this. All right, y'all. Patreon is up and active. If y'all want to put some notes, some comments, numerology, drop your music. We'll see y'all on Friday. Holla.